If you are a fan of Ping golf clubs, there's no way you're going to want to miss this. Let's do it. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, do consider clicking that subscribe button, put the thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, and comment below. What I want you to comment today is which Ping iron of the 2018 range would you consider using? Today we are testing the IBlade, the i210, the G400, the i500 and the G700. I know that wasn't in the right order, there is a lot to go on. Bear with me. If you like club reviews, if you like course vlogs, if you like club comparisons just like this one here, and also if you like completely and utterly free of charge golf tips, smash that subscribe button. Things are growing pretty nicely at the moment and I really want you to be a part of it. Now let's get straight to this comparison of Ping's 2018 range of irons. There's some good looking stuff in there, isn't there? Okay, so what I'm not going to do in this video is talk too much tech. I have done reviews on pretty much all the 5 irons that we are testing, so search my channel, find those if you want, and I do go into a lot more depth on the technology and the clubs in those videos. This is more about performance. There's going to be a few little head-to-heads in here which I think could prove quite interesting. Will they be vastly different? You would hope so, with Ping having 5 ranges of irons out this year alone, and that is not to mention the crossover, because that could also be in there, couldn't it? So we're going to hit shots with each, we're going to compare the numbers, we're going to do it now, and we're going to start with the most forgiving G700, and I'll work my way down the set. First swing of the day with the G700, and that felt so easy. I'm not going to hit too many shots with each as it's going to be a long test. I'm hitting 5 different clubs here. Let's just get some average numbers out there and see which one performs. Now we all know that the G700 isn't going to be for me, but I want to test all of these clubs and show you the difference between them all. I don't know what that sounds like on camera, but it feels really hard and really tinny click off the club face. Not something that I would personally be looking for out of a set of irons. Okay, first 3 shots of the day, I've hit the G700. Fairly pleased with it actually. Let's take a look at what the numbers are saying for the Ping G700. Okay, so we're going to look at the averages. Total distance 171. Now that is not a very long way for the type of club that I'm hitting there. I would assume that that would be more like 180. I know, having hit quite a few game improvement or distance irons at the moment with the amount of testing I'm doing, those numbers aren't that impressive to be fair. 160 carry, and don't get me wrong, they were 3 good golf swings as well. It's early in the morning, but I have had a little bit of a warm up and I was pleased with them. Let's see what the G400's offering. We will have a big roundup at the end, by the way. Straight away looking down at this one, it does look that little bit smaller, that little bit sleeker, but still big enough to give you the confidence that you're going to want in case you're not swinging at your best. Let's see how it goes. That was a little bit better. You'll see. I must say straight away, I don't know if it's because it suits my eye a little bit more at the ball, but I definitely feel like I can get through this thing a lot more. The face feels a tiny bit softer, still fairly hard. I'm hoping when we get down through the set, the faces will feel a little bit softer. That's definitely something I look for in an iron range. I wish I could swing like this more often. Now I came into this presuming that the G700, G400 would just be a foregone conclusion. They would go miles, I wouldn't have any of them in the bag, they'd feel crap, and I'm testing them for you guys more than anything. This thing feels good. Let's take a look at the numbers. G400 numbers, carry distance way up there, 8 yards longer than the G700. Total distance 10 yards further. These things felt very, very good. However, these are spinning a lot lower than the G700s, which I wouldn't have thought to be the case. I'm using consistent balls, I've got consistent shafts in these. I really wouldn't have thought that to be the case. And again, I've actually put 3 good swings on those ones, so the golf swing's holding up today for this test. But if you watch a lot of my content, you'll know that's not always the case. Let's see how the Ping i500 copes. I've done a lot of testing with this over the last week and I am really enjoying it. How good is Ping's demo gear as well? Easy as that. These things could well find themselves in my golf bag. They're so consistent! Ah! Oh wow, that felt so soft. Really soft. I've just hit 3 shots with the Ping i500 and I'm going to tell you now, there's 1 yard between all 3 shots. Whoever designed these things, you sir are a genius. Let's take a look at the numbers for the Ping i500. So looking at the numbers for the i500, not quite as long as the G400, but longer than the G700. 176 total. The deviation, so the difference in the 3 shots there, 0.4 yards. Yes, I'm a professional golfer, a golf professional, may I change that? But that is ridiculous. For me to hit 3 shots there, same ball, obviously all the rest, we're doing a consistent test. That's insane. The first 2, look at those first 2 total distances. 177.1 total. Exactly the same. These are outstanding golf clubs. I'm going to test the i210s and then we're going to look at the IBlades, but these things here, if you're a kind of mid to low handicap, maybe even not a high handicap, but if you're in the teens, go take a look at these things and look at the aesthetics of them. Now this is going to be interesting. When I tested these, I felt these were better than the i500s for me personally. I felt like the trajectory was higher. Let's hit some shots. Should we have a change around? Oh wow. That felt sweet. That was a tiny bit heavy. Let's see how that reacts. Still good numbers. Still good numbers. I must say, I'm really enjoying hitting the i210s. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I spent a lot of time talking about the i500 and how good it was and how consistent it was. This thing's nearly just as good for me. And to be honest, it feels that tiny bit nice as well. The ball flight's a little bit higher. I do feel like it would stop quicker on some greens. Let's just take a look. So the swings there for me weren't quite as good as with the i500, however, the numbers are still very, very consistent. One thing that's been massively evident between the i210 and the i500 for me is just how the club kind of interacts with the turf that little bit more. I didn't take any divots noticeably with the G700 or the G400. I get into these clubs and I can start compressing the ball a little bit more. I feel like the club is working for me through the ball, through the turf, and in tandem with that, the ball flight is a little bit nicer, a little bit higher. I don't know why I keep looking up there, that's where the balls are going, so I'm just kind of visualising them in the air. Okay, IBlade time. So straight away looking down at this, it looks a lot smaller than any of the other clubs Ping have on offer. Didn't quite catch that one. It's the first real bad swing of the day and you see the numbers drop off. However, is that down to kind of the psychological pressure of the smaller club? I've hit everything else fine this morning. Let's see if we can catch up with the other few shots. That was better. A lot better swing, and wow, what a difference that has made. That felt like butter. Okay, well, that is the IBlade done with. Let's take a look at the numbers. So looking at the IBlade numbers, you can see how I've hit 4 shots here. The first one wasn't a very good swing and I feel like it wouldn't really be fair to just leave it on that one. So total average is 168, the lowest of the day. Now that is fair enough considering they are a much truer loft than the other irons that we have tested. If I do take off that first shot, by the way, then the average goes up to 171.5. So a little bit more respectable, but still nowhere near the distance of the other clubs, even on the good strikes. Now, I would expect a much softer, higher flying trajectory from these clubs, and I didn't get that either, so I'm kind of at a loss as to what I would be gaining if I were to game the IBlades over the i210s. The i210s felt a little bit nicer, they launched higher and they went further. But what did I make of all of Ping's 2018 range of clubs? I'm going to put a bit of a mashup together of all the numbers so you can have a look while I talk you through them. I'll put that on there now for you. I thought the G700 could be a little bit redundant really. I think I've tested it before, I was impressed with it, it did okay. Looking at it in Ping's whole range, I don't see how it offers you that much more than the G400. I thought the G400 was a fantastic club, it suits itself to so many golfers. I could have a G400 long iron in my bag, no problem at all. They're a very good range of clubs. To compare them all, I could definitely have some i210s in the bag, I could definitely have some i500s in the bag, and I could even have some G400 longer irons in the bag. I think this thing might be on its way out. I just don't see how the IBlade can really compete when you've got the i210 and also the i500 out there. Both feel phenomenal and offer you a lot more forgiveness than the IBlade. The poor shot I hit with the IBlade really dropped off, and you could tell pretty much as soon as I hit it, it wasn't going to make the number. I've swung it on the hole pretty well today. I've had a couple of poor swings with the G400, and I was really impressed. I was really impressed with how it kept up there. It kept its speed, it kept its trajectory, and it went the distance. But my favourite Ping iron of 2018 has to be this bad boy here. The Ping i500 is an outstanding club. It looks awesome, it performs ridiculously well, and it just feels phenomenal. Okay everyone, that's it from me. I need to clear up all this carnage, and the sun is just about beating down now. I don't know if you can tell, it's been the hottest summer on record. What a season we're having for golf here in the UK. I'm James Robinson, I'm here at Huddersfield Golf Club. Smash that subscribe button if you've enjoyed the video. Comment below, let me know, would you go i500? Would you go i210? Would you go IBlade? Would you go G700? Do you think I'm out of order saying the G700 doesn't really perform that well? It didn't for me. I'll see you soon.